Rant summer is here. Head on over to AJsRANTroom.com. We got all of your summer needs covered. From bathing suits to swim trunks, flip-flops and tote bags, towels, tanks, and muscle shirts. Oh, and you can't forget about the visors and the hats. It's lit. So head on over to AJsRANTroom.com and get your summer poppin'. You won't be disappointed. Yowza. Are we on? Happy Monday, everybody. How come I could barely? Oh, there I go. I can hear myself now. Happy Monday, everybody. Welcome in. Thank y'all so much for tuning in for Monday. Yeah. Hope everyone had a great weekend. Fun times. It hadeth by all. The homeboy, our favorite Weiner. Wants to be on New York City Council. Clearly the delusion that this man is under is absolutely amazing, and I don't understand. We'll get into that in a moment, but check out this clip of Weiner on The View, and then we'll get into some things. Check it out.
You resigned from Congress in 2011 over a sexting scandal. 2 years later, you stepped down from the mayoral race after sexting again under the alias Carlos Danger. And then in 2016, you sent lewd texts to a minor and served 15 months in prison, in addition to becoming a registered sex offender. So with all that said, why do you think, or why should New Yorkers give you a chance at a political comeback?
Well, let me just say this. I mean, all of that happened, and I accept responsibility for it. You won't hear me do what some other people in public life have done, Donald Trump or Andrew Cuomo or Eric Adams. I'm a victim. They persecuted me for no reason. I was dealing with very serious problems. I was dealing with what I now understand to be addiction. I lost my brother Seth to addiction. And I didn't ask for a trial. I pled guilty, served my time in prison, served in a halfway house, served probation, went to try to do good work for the formerly incarcerated. And I guess what I'm saying to people is, maybe don't vote for me in spite of what they know about me, but maybe consider that journey, that idea that we all go through things and we come out the other side. And also, what does it mean? You know, I'm Jewish, but they have this notion in Catholicism around you suffer for a reason so you can be of service at the other end. So I'm not asking people, I'm doing the opposite of what a lot of politicians do when they're in my position. Ignore that problem, pretend it didn't happen, blame someone else. I am saying, yes, I did these things. I got into recovery. I try to make my life better. And now if I can be of service, and I'm a damn good politician. I come up with answers. Yep. I talk to people directly.
You are.
I don't try to butter over things. I try to be direct. Then why shouldn't I? And if it's just because I have bad things in my past, that's not a good enough reason. I mean, look, all I can ever be is who I am right now. Yeah. And that brought me to this space.
Bullshit. Y'all buying that? Did y'all buy that? I want to know if y'all listened to this vermin talk, and then you said, yeah, we'll give him a second chance. Listen, I know New Yorkers. New Yorkers are quick-witted. They're very sharp. But they are stupid when it comes to politics.
Not all, but enough. Do not vote for this motherfucker to be on your city council. He doesn't care. This is a way to get back into the political arena so he can start building his career back up. He doesn't give a damn about the New York City Council. What I hear here is somebody with a lot of privilege, a lot of money, a lot of access, pretending that they care. The same old politics as usual. Listen, bro. Anna Navarro, as much as I can't stand her voice, went over the whole list, right? You stepped down from Congress, then you got caught texting a minor, then you spent time in prison for that. What more? I mean, you got more lives than a damn cat. We can't do it. New Yorkers, do the right thing here for once. Because I can promise you, he's going to be on that city council for probably one term. And he's going to be trying to be mayor. And he's going to do the mayor thing. He's going to be mayor for probably 2 terms. And he's going to try to be governor. He's going to try to do something else. This has nothing to do with caring about the people. This is about professional moves. Figure something else out. Figure something else out. Like I don't know. I don't know what people like you do. What do people like this do when they get caught? I mean, I'm not saying you should never be able to make money again, but trying to be a public servant, you want people to have children to vote for you. After what you pled guilty to. And then like, he's talking like he like pleading guilty was like he should get brownie points for pleading guilty. Oh yes, let's. Oh yeah, he pled guilty. He admitted. Yeah, okay, great. You admitted that you were wrong. You pled guilty. All of that, but you don't get brownie points for that. You don't get a bravo. And why is this audience clapping? Oh, because the applause light came on, and then there's the person standing in the corner going like this, telling them to clap. I would have been sitting in that audience like, I ain't clapping for this bullshit. What am I clapping for this for? This man is pathetic. This man is, you have the privilege to get booked on The View, the same show that won't book Donald Trump. I'm sure they'll have Andrew. Have they had Andrew Cuomo on there yet? I don't know. Have they? Andrew Cuomo will probably be on there soon. And I'm sitting here like, how could y'all listen to this man, especially if you have children, and say that this is somebody that I want my children to emulate, and this is somebody that I want to represent me in public life? Go do something else, bro. New York don't need you. They don't want you. And there's no way. I don't see how it happens, but there are. I think there's 51 council members, so you just might wither your way in, because all this is about playing political chess. This has nothing to do with I care about the people. I want to make New York City better, because New York City is a shithole right now. Well, I mean, it's been a shithole most of its existence, but especially in the last 10 years, it's really gone down the tubes. I haven't been back there, and I don't have no plans to go back anytime soon, but I'm pretty sure I'll figure out something this summer. We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it. But to have this evil, disgusting, vindictive person who went on. Where's my other tab? There it is. Andrew Cuomo's been on The View since he stepped down. Wow. So they'll have all of these people with problems, with real problems, who really got their hands caught in the cookie jar. I have a problem. Bro, how the hell do you even get in a position? Like, I don't even want to know. I don't even want to know. How do you get in a position where you're even texting a 15-year-old in that way? I don't even want to know. I don't want to know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't want to know. So how do you even get in that position? Like, it's one thing to be freaky. Be freaky as you want. I don't care. I didn't see the big deal with the pictures. I remember when it happened and it was all over Twitter and stuff. I didn't see the big deal with that. But when you go the route of minors, we got some questions for you, bro. And so the fact that that happened and you got caught, then you got caught again, which was so stupid. So the first time you didn't learn the lesson, so you did it again under a different pseudonym. Clearly, you're not good at this. Just like the black Nazi down in South North Carolina. Clearly, you're just not good at this. So how about you just don't do it? Because I understand how you get caught twice. How you get caught twice? How'd that happen? Clearly, this isn't worth your time or the effort or the stupidity. So, how about we do this, Weiner? Go find a new career. Although I know you're wildly rich and you have all of this access, so you're not going to go away until the people send you away. But I don't know. I don't know how corrupt New York City politics are. I don't know, with certainty and proof, but we all know that there's a bit of corruption there. But for him to list off people who just because you took responsibility and accountability and you did, bro, it's just called, you're just trying a different marketing approach. So they have the right to say that they were railroaded, that they didn't like Trump, Cuomo, Adams. They have the right to push back how they see fit. And so do you. But don't come with this inauthentic pushback and think that we're going to sit here somehow and be like, okay, yeah, we're good with it. Yeah, we're going to roll with this, bro. No, we're not. We're bored. We're so bored that I hope I don't know when the election is, but I hope you're not one of the 51 they select. But more than likely, considering how brilliant New Yorkers are, they probably will end up going. But so he went on this podcast, and I didn't get to finish watching it, but I did catch this Fox News clip here. And so, there we go. Booyah. And so here we go. Andrew Weiner, the disgraced ex-congressman seeking to return to politics as a member of New York City Council, quipped during an interview that women are crazy about me, despite going to prison and being required to register as a sex offender. Oh, sure. Oh, for sure. For sure. My God, they're crazy about me. Women are crazy about me. Weiner said when comedian and podcaster Adam Friedland asked if the power politician wield makes them more attractive to the opposite sex. Weiner's sexting saga began more than a decade ago after a lewd photo of the married congressman in his underwear was posted to one of Weiner's public social media. Oh, I forgot about the "I'm married" part. So yeah, so it was a big deal. If you're married and you're a public figure, that is kind of not. Yeah, you shouldn't be doing that. That's kind of stupid, bro. What the hell are people thinking? That initial photo set off a series of events, including his widely publicized departure from Congress in 2011, additional sexting scandals, and an FBI investigation that resulted in Weiner serving 21 months in prison and registering as a sex offender for sending sexually explicit images to a minor. I've seen people lose everything and never be able to get back in the door for much less. So the fact that this man thinks that he is somehow above reproach tells you everything you need to know. Weiner appeared Wednesday on a YouTube-based show. Mind you, this Friedman person, so the podcast starts out, he seems like a very relatively simple Jewish dude. And he's like, oh yeah, we're going to go have a conversation. He had a conversation with a psychologist in his penthouse at the Hudson Yards. Now, if you've ever been in New York City, the Hudson Yards is this old railway that's like an elevated thing that they turned into like this boutique type thing where people go to like coffee shops and stuff. And really she and really nice. They turned it into, right? They got the funding for the city. Fine, great. Then they also have the really ritzy high-rise apartments. So for him to be able to afford to live there, we already know what you're working with. Shoot, I wish I could live in the penthouse at the Hudson Yards. Anyway, YouTube base show hosted by Friedland, during which the podcast suggested Weiner's sexting scandal wouldn't even be the top 100 news stories of the year 2025. Yeah, of course not, because now Democrats are coddled and protected. They can be sex offenders. They could do blackface. They could say racist shit. They could do everything. Democrats can do everything. And it's not until it gets out of control, like this whole Biden stuff now, when people are writing tell-alls because everybody now got courage juice. That everybody gets on the bandwagon and starts telling their stories. Weiner added, it's relatively slow period at the time. So yeah, because the news cycle was slow, your story heated it up. Bro, if you don't stop. He also said his name was part of the reason it gained so much publicity. I'm a guy named Weiner who tweeted out a picture of his D, he said. Bro, get on out of here. Freeland pointed to what he suggested was a lack of coverage about accusations against former GOP Florida Matt Gaetz. Where the hell was he? Matt Gaetz was everywhere when this broke. What are you talking about? Matt Gaetz was everywhere when this went down. But was Matt Gaetz convicted? Did he plead guilty? Maybe there's something I missed here. Oh, people. Right. And if his name was Matt Kid Effer, oh, even then, the story would have, Weiner said, been Freeland interjected. This man needs to go away and just really just leave. Again, privilege, power. It must be nice. It must be nice to have all this privilege and all this power, because I don't have access. But to think that you can just come back into the graces of New Yorkers, and in a realm where you really, because you don't really have to do much in terms of campaigning for your city council, right? For the city council, right? You do some campaigning, but it's not like the mayor or the governor where you're really under scrutiny, where you're really under the hot lights because you're one of 50 other people, right? So it's like, okay, we're one of 50 people. And so more than likely I can get in this way. So it's a political move. It's not because you care about the city. You don't care about zoning. You don't care about redlining. You don't care about any of those issues that y'all claim y'all care about. But I'll bet you what, I'll follow up after this election. And I'm going to see how stupid New Yorkers are. And y'all going to prove me right again. Because you literally replaced Bill de Blasio, Mayor Bill de Blasio, with Mayor Eric Adams, which was basically the black version of de Blasio. Shithole city. You sat here, you were over, like the overreaction to COVID, all of that stuff, and then the mismanagement of COVID. And then you even got Cuomo. I don't even know how Cuomo could show his face in New York again after what he did with COVID, after what he did in those nursing homes. Can somebody explain that to me? Because I'm like, I don't get it. You got one time to put a bunch of infected people in a nursing home and basically rid New York of a population, and then sit back later talking about, oh well, I want to run again. I want to be your mayor. What in the whole hell is going on? These people really feel like they're entitled. This is the entitlement piece. You got to reject these people, and you got to reject them like with where they will literally, it has to be so certain that they will never come back to politics. Yeah, he's running for mayor. And I'm sitting here like I'm so confused. Listen, Weiner. We don't, well, I'm not there, but they don't, and they shouldn't want your ass. But more than likely, the people will be dumb and give you another chance. And people with children, like I think y'all are the most dumb. But you're only giving this grace and this mercy and these chances to this man because he's a Democrat. And he's a Democrat with a lot of money who has access to a lot of resources, so he can really get his name out there for what he wants. I mean, hell, he's booked on ABC in the middle of their daytime series. That's not an easy booking to get. But we'll see where this unfolds. Now let's talk about this morbidly obese Power Ranger. Ah! So it has been reported that assaults on New York City police officers rose 63% as leftist DA Alvin Bragg fails law enforcement. So this is New York Democrats. Let's nah, he ain't buffering. That's just nasty. Hmm. I can't what? I can't stay serious when you have his name. Whose name do I have? My name's Alvin. I'm confused. I don't know what's going on here. I'm confused. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. My name's Alvin. Okay. Such a old man named Alvin. New York City Police Department officers have reportedly endured a 63% rise in assaults over the past 6 years. A New York Post article published on Saturday reported the alarming numbers of assaults on cops and numerous instances of the Big Apple's officers being injured. The outlet continued. There have been 970 assaults on uniformed officers in the city so far this year, up from 595 officers attacked at the same point in the pre-pandemic 2019. New York City data shows. Oh, my name is Weiner. You know what? Well, I'll circle back. The number of assaulted cops, which include all city law enforcement officers, is up 57% so far this year compared to the same span 3 years ago, and climbed 4% compared to the same period last year, the data shows. In 2020, a car drove through a line of police officers in Brooklyn, leaving at least one officer with a leg injury. Another incident in August when a female police officer's face was left bloodied after an altercation with a repeat offender who was on probation. A few months later, Immigration and Customs Enforcement arrested a migrant from Venezuela who had crossed the border illegally and been released into the United States under former President Joe Biden's administration. The man was convicted of assaulting New York City police officers in Times Square in January 2024. Now, more recently, a group of young people reportedly linked to a violent Tren de Agua gang. I can never know if I'm saying that gang's name right. Brawled with officers in New York City after they allegedly tried to rob two people. In addition, law enforcement recently identified a person of interest in the case of an off-duty officer who was beaten, held at knife point, and robbed in the Bronx. You know what's interesting about all of this? While all of this was going on, what was this fat motherfucker's main case? Trumped up charges on our now commander-in-chief, Donald Trump. So while all of this was going on in the city, he was busy, giving slaps on the hands to rapists and slaps on the hands to armed robbery and pickpockets and purse snatchers and murderers, and everybody else is getting but Donald Trump's the problem, a crime with no fucking victim. Can you explain to me how the hell the banks literally testified, hey, he paid us back with interest? If he paid back the loans with interest, you don't have a victim. But Donald Trump is the existential threat to New York City. Here's another interesting thing. Oh, it's so hard when you have to produce your own show. Oh, wait, not that one. That one. There we go. New Yorkers are concerned about crime, but they don't blame this diabetic. Manhattan DA Alvin Bragg's reelection campaign is touting a poll they commissioned that found that the majority of Democratic primary voters see crime as a major concern, but don't place the blame on the lieutenant's district attorney. This survey, which polled 568 likely Democratic voters in Manhattan, found that 56% of respondents describe crime as out of control or a major problem. A quarter of those attributed the crime rate to poor management by mayor, while 22% blamed district attorney for allowing too many crimes to go unprosecuted. Roughly 21% blamed bail reform, and 13% attributed it to few police on the street. So which one is it? Are you over policed or are you not policed enough? Because it can't be both. When the police aren't there, oh, it's a problem. When there's too many of y'all there, oh, it's a problem. So which one is it? Crime and public safety are continually top concerns among voters in polls, through most major crimes trending down between 2023 and 2024. After spiking during the COVID-19 pandemic, it's still high. Like, they make it seem like, oh, it drastically dropped. It dropped by 5. Oh God, Jesus. Oh, see, here we go. We could skip that paragraph. After being promoted with Bragg's stated accomplishments, including a mental health initiative targeting repeat offenders and creating a division for victims of sexual assault and domestic violence, Bragg's support unsurprisingly grew. But in 2024, Bragg became the first prosecutor ever to secure a conviction against a U.S. president when a jury found Trump guilty of 34 counts of falsifying business records, because that's the important part here. Falsifying business records affects the average New Yorker. Yes. 34 of the same bullshit counts, really. Oh, that's affecting the average New Yorker riding the subway every day. When you got homeless people snatching purses and food, and you can't do anything, basically. You can't even stand there and wait for the damn train to arrive because some psycho motherfucker might come up behind you and push you down onto the tracks. But Donald Trump was convicted of 34 felonies. Gold star for Braggs. You are the man. You and all your chins are the man. I just can't. Oh, I can't stand fat people. Anyway, so that's y'all man. Look at the screen. This man is running for re-election, most likely will be re-elected, because New Yorkers, again, like I said, are politically stupid. There's a D next to your name. We have smash and grabs, as long as they don't steal up to a certain amount, we can't prosecute them. We won't prosecute them. We won't arrest them. These are the people creating these policies. These are the people creating these policies, and you keep supporting them. Yeah. But you can't beat the police officers down, the police department down, and then be mad when they don't show up. And I wish I had the stats, but there's been a record number of officers retiring because people are tired. They're tired. They don't want to deal with this bull. I mean, bad enough the job is already dangerous on its head, right? Now you got to deal with the possibility of people going to the extra extreme and then no one really giving a damn that you got stomped on and your head blown off because nobody cares because you're a police officer. Nobody cares. We are bored. And we really need to find something else to do. You're like, I just don't get how you have decade after decade after decade, and mind you, the best tenure for a mayor in New York City, Rudolph Giuliani. When Rudy Giuliani was president, he was the man. He cleaned up New York City. Crime dropped tremendously. He pushed all of those nasty X-rated galleries and porn stores he pushed them out to the fringes of the city, of the island of Manhattan. You're no longer centralized and concentrated in Times Square, bringing that stuff into the city. But nobody want to hear me. Everybody just want to feel. Just like everybody want to feel when it comes to Trump. Nobody wants to hear it. Nobody cares. You could literally lay the world out for these people and they will have an issue with it. Oh, but it's, rich people need tax breaks too, just like you do. So why shouldn't rich people get a tax break? That's your problem now. But New York, listen, I've given my advice, New York. Take it, leave it. It's up to you. But don't be mad when crime continues to drop by 3 people every year. Meanwhile, you still have a crime problem. Just because it dropped doesn't mean there isn't a problem. You still have an epidemic of crime, an epidemic of homelessness. But it's everyone else's fault. It's always everyone else's fault. It's never the fault of the people who actually are in charge of the legislation and the policies and the prosecution of these animals that they got running wild on your streets. It's always somebody else's fault. And there's a video that I'm looking for here that I cannot find. I don't think I downloaded it. I'm always prepared, y'all. Listen, it's Monday. Give me a little grace. Brother's tired here. Wait, was this it? Hold on. I think this was it. Let me pull this up. All right. Hold up. Wait a minute. Oh, no. That's not it. That's from last week. Sorry, y'all. Hold on. Give me 2 seconds. Let me see if I can. You know what I hate what Apple does? Or I don't know if it's an Apple thing or if it's just even if you save it, it now defaults it to the imported folder, which is not always available when you try to import a file from directly from the streaming software. So sometimes you can't access the folders. This is annoying, bro. All right, well, we'll just go off the cuff here since we can't find what we want to address next. Oh, and by the way, while we're stretching here, make sure y'all tune into the Rant experience tonight. It will be live. We have a great show planned for y'all. It's going to be fun. It's going to be dramatic. It's going to be traumatic, but hopefully you'll tune in. That's tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time right here on the YouTubes and X. Make sure you follow me on X and Instagram and TikTok. And like, share, subscribe, and make sure you turn on your notifications. That would be great. So I cannot find the video. So we will just have a comical interlude and then we'll be back.
I would have been swallowed up? Have you ever been swallowed up? Have you gone through a time of swallowing where everything was overwhelming and you were at your wit's end? Had not been for the Lord that was on my side,
Yeah.
I would have been, I would have been, I would have been, I would have been, I would have been swallowed up. Have you ever been swallowed up? Have you gone through a time of swallowing where everything was overwhelming and you were at your wit's end? I would have been.
Wait. What's the loop? I didn't know there was a loop situation going on here, but anyway. So we're talking. So tonight on Trifecta Hour, I'm at Trifecta Hour. On the Rant experience, we'll be going over why Pride Month is demonic. We're gonna go over an old sermon from Donnie McClurkin, where he literally said everything that needs to be said in the church today, which I think Philip Anthony Mitchell and several others are really taking the mantle on that and calling out the real issues and the real problems of the church. So I'm really looking forward to presenting that episode to y'all tonight. Hopefully y'all will tune in 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time right here on the YouTubes. So since I cannot find this next situation, but I can't play that because that will be a hate crime violation, whatever they call it on the YouTubes. So I'm gonna do a video to that later, so we can't do that one. I don't even know what is she talking about. I don't know what this video is about. Let's see.
I have a theory about
I
white
don't know if
people,
this is it.
and I'm about to let y'all know right now. So I feel like they don't really have anything to hold on to, like they don't have something that's like that makes them proud of their race, really. Because it's like we have like stuff like other ethnic groups, we have like stuff that we've overcome that can make us proud to be like black, proud to be Latinx, proud.
Was that a smoke detector? Was that a smoke detector? Wait, play it again. I love improvising because I download a whole bunch of videos.
I have a theory about white people, and I'm about to let y'all know right now. So I feel like they don't really have anything to hold on to, like they don't have something that's like that makes them proud of their race, really. Because it's like we have like stuff like other ethnic groups, we have like stuff that we've overcome that can make us proud to be like black, proud to be.
Was that real? Was that real? Of what did somebody put that in and troll her? If that's real, I'm done.
Latinx, proud to be Middle Eastern, proud to be Asian and stuff like that. Like white people, they don't have that. And since they don't have that, they try to like make up shit to be proud to be white. It's like are y'all like y'all getting me? Like they try to like oppress themselves or like they hold on to like shit like the Titanic because it was traumatic. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know if I'm
What the fuck is she talking about? So white people, um, do y'all hold on to the Titanic to be victims? Are y'all victims of the Titanic? This bitch said the Titanic.
stretching themselves or like they hold on to like shit like the Titanic because it was traumatic. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know if I'm stretching, but I think I'm onto something.
Yeah, you onto something. Onto something and nothing all at the same time. Bro, what the hell was that about? So white people ain't got no culture, they ain't got no soul. This donkey, this other donkey that I'm gonna do a video for that I'll be dropping this afternoon on the socials. Another white person, oh, white people can't be victims of racism because we're the oppressors. I was like, bro, if you don't shut the hell up. This is the problem when you have too much time on your hands. This is also the problem when you have too much time on your hands and not a creative bone in your body. Because when you're smart and creative, you don't post bad takes like this, or you watch it back and you say, this is a bad take, I'm not gonna put this up because it's stupid. And I'm only saying this probably for clicks, likes, and views and attention. That's it. That's what I'm doing this for. People, if y'all don't cut the bullshit. White people have culture. Proud to be white. Here's the thing. You can be proud of be whatever you are. Nobody cares. Where all of the proud stuff becomes a problem is when you think to be proud of yourself, you have to destroy other communities or berate other cultures. That's when it becomes a problem. Be proud of whatever the hell you are. Nobody cares. But to sit up here and act like what's blackness? A smoke detector going off? A smoke alarm alert? What? I mean, like, shut the hell up. Like, oh my gosh. And then you come on here with the damn thing on your head and looking like Aunt Jemima. Like, nobody takes you seriously, lady. Like, please stop. Please stop. I'm improvising here, y'all. This is kind of fun, actually. So Mr. Weiner and Mr. Braggs will probably end up uh back in New York politics. Oh, this was a fun one. I didn't even watch this video. I just downloaded it because it was so crazy. But yeah, I guess since it's Pride Month,
Yeah,
we'll
she
play
was usually
this.
like dating masculine guys.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, terrible. Being with Tiante, I've learned that it's best to be with a feminine man because they understand you more. It's hard trying to teach a masculine man how to feel sometimes or how to treat you. I don't have to worry about that. I mean, we just kind of dress alike sometimes, and that's really the only thing. He's who he is.
You can be who you is. I don't really care about that part. But why do we need a highlight on it? And where's this thing that men who aren't like him can't have any empathy or sympathy for you? Because he still has the same plumbing that other dudes have. So I don't get how he can empathize or sympathize with certain things. So it's like you're sort of in a lesbianic relationship, except he has dudes plumbing. Is that it? I don't know. I'm just confused. Why this even needs to be said? Like, who cares? Date who you want to date. But why do you have to put down all men just to date who you want to date? You want to date a dude that has red cornrows in his head? By all means, do it. You want to date a dude that wears crop tops? Go right ahead. Date him. Love him. Love him for all he's worth. Nobody really cares at this point. I am so we're bored. No more. Move that along. Woo, baby. Anyway, well, hold on. I think I have one more for y'all. Oh my goodness. Oh, this was the video that I was talking about last week that I didn't get a chance to play because I didn't download it. Wait. Oh yeah, that's it. Hold on.
That is fancy looking. Cool.
The bottom is from Thailand.
Coconut bread from Thailand.
Yes, sir.
Cool. Ma'am.
Yeah, ma'am. Sorry, my bad. And the middle one is from India. It's the papadom with the gingerbread chutney.
Okay.
And the third is from Brazil. It's a cheese bread with the guava sauce.
Thank you. It just like totally sucks the joy out of this bread tower. Makes me want to immediately like leave. Because I no longer feel like safe here. It's like, oh, my guard now has to be up. I'm not going to enjoy this bread as much because my guard is up. We should be able to go places and not have to worry. I don't think I really want this bread tower, actually. I think I'd rather have the check, if that's okay.
Yeah.
I think that's the training. We're supposed to say friend or just not use gendered language. It's like a pretty big thing that Disney has done. Nothing was wrong with bread. I just don't want it anymore.
So he's mad because he went to Disney World or wherever the hell he is. And see, this is why, when I'm in the world and I have to interact with these types of people, I just don't say he or she. I just say their name and I keep it moving. So whatever name you want to be called, we all have AKA, so I can deal with an AKA, but I'm not going to play the she, he thing. Right. I'll play the okay, if you want to be called Shelly, even though you look like Matthew, fine. I'll call you Shelly, but I'm not going to be like she. I'm not playing that game. That's as much grace as I got. But this ruined your whole day because somebody who, I don't know this person, but saw with his eyes what he saw and said what it is.
Just because they apologize doesn't mean she doesn't feel sad or offended. Yeah. Exactly, right? Like, if you've accidentally ever hurt someone and say, I'm so sorry, it was an accident, do you expect them to be like, oh, it was an accident?
Yeah, it was an accident. You brought your mentally ill ass into the world, and the world put a mirror up to who the fuck you are. I'm sorry if that offends you, but he corrected himself. He apologized and he kept explaining the bread tower. I don't understand how that
Of course, no problem whatsoever. All of that hurt is now undone. That's not how it works.
Sorry about what happened.
It's okay. I would love to pay for the drink, please.
No, the drink is on me too, so...
You don't have, are you sure?
You're good, yeah.
Okay. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Thank you.
So he said, the drink is on me too, because you're so offended that you can't eat the bread and enjoy the rest of your day because somebody misgendered you. But I thought these people were like stronger than people who served in the military. Isn't that the bullshit they promote? I thought these people were like super. They're the bravest. They're braver than the men and women in uniform. But you can't survive being misgendered over a bread tower. Here's my advice. Like I just said, when you're in public, or if you have to work with these people, whatever, just call them by their name. That's it. I'm going to call you by your name. I'm not going to be like he, she, he, they, them. I'm not playing any of the stupid names, right? I'm just going to call you by your name. That's it. You ain't going to fuck my day up by calling me any name. Because guess what? If I believe I'm a woman and you call me a dude, I know I show up looking like a dude. So why am I offended by that? That is your personal belief. Shut up, Brian. Sour puss to go with the sourdough. Anyway, just deal with these people on a just call them by their names. I'm not even gonna say it because I don't want to start no riots. We're all right. I'm gonna be like, look, that's as far as I can go. I can't go no further than he, she, they, them, they. I don't know. I'm bored. Wait, what's this one? I don't know. I can't see it. Hold on.
I have no illusions about what little I can add now.
Oh, I can't play that because of the music. Remove. Meow. Anyway, once again, I should have had a graphic, but I'll play the commercial so you'll have it. Tonight, on the Rant experience, we'll be talking about how Pride Month is demonic, and we will be going over a very powerful sermon by Donnie McClurkin from many years ago that is much more relevant today than it was when he actually delivered it, which is crazy because you would think that that sermon would be irrelevant at this point, or, just not as impactful. And the fact that it started to go viral again 15 years later is crazy. So we'll be unpacking that. Also, we'll be talking about Kamala Harris and our politics fix tonight, and how she was named in that Jake Tapper book, basically confirming for all of us that she is in fact a DEI hire and did not earn her spot. And fact, Sean. You better get the pronoun. No, I ain't correcting shit. I will just call you by your name. Isn't that what Lil Nas X say? Call me by your name. Okay, great. So I'm gonna just call you by your name. I'm not gonna play the pronoun game though. So the foo la la. Shut up. Shut up, Cal. Anyway, I appreciate you guys for watching. Make sure you the notification for tonight's stream is already up, so make sure you turn on the alert for it. Well, after this stream, go to my page and then turn on the alert for the Rant experience tonight, episode 13. And I look forward to a great show tonight. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be very, very interesting. And yeah, that's all I got. I appreciate y'all for watching. Thank you so much. And I will catch y'all tomorrow at lunch. Appreciate. This is Lunchtime Chat with AJ.